life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you with those skills to officiate.
You can get a lot out of it.
In every town, in every game.
A perfect game, but the rewards and activities.
And that buzzer means it's and Lindenhurst ready to duke it out here at CHS. Back to another edition of Comac Boys Varsity Lacrosse. Home here, ready to take on the Bulldogs of Lindenhurst. A hard-fought battle between the Cougars. They ended up losing that game 12-15. A lot of back and forth, a lot of action, and we look to see that once again today. Both teams at a 500 4-4 record. We'll see who can get a winning record after today's game. And so the starters for both sides ready to take the field for this one. Crew just going over the rules with these players. To go over that last game, if you did not watch it, which if you're watching this and didn't watch that last one, what are you doing? For any the first time, this is Comac Sports. My name is Dylan Popesca, and it wouldn't be without my team. We wouldn't be able to bring these live sports to you. And to all of our returning listeners, we thank you for coming in once again. Watch another banger. And both sides take the opposite. Jalen Jean-Louis out there for Comac. And Delvani Valdiva. Both sides await pressure. And we are off. Face-off will be where he goes off to the sideline. It's a nice spin move. And already taking down the field early. An early whistle. Now behind Comac's goal. And there's Gorman, number 18. Durande. Going to look for an opportunity. Palmieri bringing the pressure. Just twirling his stick right now. To break for it. Palmieri tracking him all. Now they made it behind the goal. You might remember him for the Lindenhurst basketball team as an early for Lindenhurst. Now both season. The first time today. We'll see what we can do with it. Here is James Palmieri making his way past. And a whistle call, a substitution brought on for Comac. Cagnanis comes into this one, big part of the last. And now Comac trying to formulate a score. And it's good. Early on, James Pagano jumps on the board for Comac. And unsurprisingly, it is Pagano to come away with. Both sides lining up for another face. A little fake, now an open shot. He's got nobody near him, and it goes wide to the right. That was Al-Zaraki there. And now another opportunity for Lindenhurst to equalize. Spin shot is good. Nice. Detroit. He ties this game at 1. Lindenhurst with an almost immediate response to the opening goal by Comac. Defensive battles. We'll take a look back at this last goal. Drives in, makes his way past the Pesher, and then a nice shot. Puts it in and away in the upper right corner. And again, Lindenhurst will get it, but a fall, and they will keep possession. He shoots and it goes in. And some contact after the shot. Still count it. Back goals on by Lindenhurst puts them up 2-1. Yeah, that was almost immediate. Comac's defense may be falling asleep after losing the faceoff, just giving up back-to-back goals.
What was that? Yeah, that was good.
And most of the defense looked surprised he took that shot. As we're back, and a jump on the faceoff again will turn the ball over to Lindenhurst.
I'm on you.
Scavone. And now Al-Zaraki. Murgatroyd scored the first. Trying to look for that. And a pass batted away. Who's going to come away with this one? It will be Comac. And a nice stop by Comac's defense. Needed that after giving up goals on back-to-back. Here's O'Grady. Now Fishman will lend it off to Grabo. Grabo. Tommy lofts it across the field. Being very patient here. Comac understands they got plenty of time. Looking to tie up this game. Gonna lose the ball now. Lindenhurst just scooped it right up. The hands of one number 2 to another. Durand off. Scavone gives it. Shot goes wide to the left. A fake by Murgatroyd, trying to shake the defense. Across the field shot and a nice block. Oh, and that was almost And Vlachic's going to take it way out of the goal and give it off. Bruska. That shot blocked. Fishman had the rebound for a moment. Comes away with it. Lost it again. And instead it was Graybo to come up with that one. Now, and it's 2-2. James Pagano putting the team on his back early. He's got the first two. Take a look back on another nice shot. And an early brace for Pagano. Comac wins their first faceoff of the game. Trone. Gives it off to Spodek. And Pagano lost that one. Lindenhurst does not turn over the ball. The benches. Lindenhurst will retain possession. Here's Gorman. We're trying to do something with it. The whistle will be blown. They're going to turn it over. Comac now going to look to take the lead. Pagano going to recover, and he will pick it. Now over to Bruska, and Bruska quickly gives it off. Three, and it goes wide to the left. And that one will bounce out of play. Pagano got another good look. Just missed it. That's over the head of everybody, and it's going to roll out of play. Lindenhurst, Gorman. And another far pass, but right there for it. I don't believe Alzrosky was the intended target. Gets it anyway. And again it goes past everyone. Sloppy pass now. Covers. Takes it downfield. Another shot goes. And Lindy jumps back up on the board. And there's James Gorman with his first. Lindenhurst taking advantage of the bad pass and had a few bad passes of their own, but ended up able to get the ball back. They've been fighting today. Really, so far, this is about who's wanted the ball more. Another devastation for Comac. Once again, letting still just over 5 minutes left here in the first of 4 quarters. Lindenhurst, Comac going at it. And for all those joining in now, we say welcome. A nice block, and Comac will turn it over. Topher it back over the who's he going to look for? Finally finds his guy. Shot blocked. Fishman now going to lose it. He picks up his rebound after a hard. Stays with the ball. Over to Cagnan. Backing him up to pass the 30. Left, now makes a move. Down and the ball wide over the top of the net. That was a nice move. I don't think I've ever seen ankles broken in lacrosse. Now it's JP and the whistle blown. Now we resume play. Bruska missed it. Fishman looking for a shot, and it goes wide off to the right. Spins, and he puts it through. Number 3 for... And we are all even. And a first quarter hat trick. Game 3, he's got all 3 of them for Comac. Here is take the face-off for Comac, successful in 1 of 1 attempts. Get this one. Murgatroyd gives it off. Fires long to Gorman. Burst the speed of the goal and the and goes out. Durande got a good look. Now it will be Scavone to start this one. That shot goes in. And it's number 2 for Murgatroyd. Really bided his time. Makes the shot right through. Out. Again. Lindenhurst up 4-3. With just 2.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an muscle. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular lives of students in New York. Purchase a ticket. Performance.
This message presented by NISFA.
Lindenhurst still up 4-3 as we're back. Boys varsity lacrosse. 2:29 left on the clock. What we've ordered, it looks like it's going to be an offensive shootout. stops here and there, but more offensive attack from both sides. James Pagano's got all, and 2 for Murgatroyd, 1 for Gorman, 1 for Scavone. Makes up the 4 points for Lindy. On to their lead here. No team in this one with a major lead so far. It's been back and forth.
You're going to have to tilt up the other camera, but next time I can't use it really the way. Just tilt it up just ever so slightly. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, thanks. I just went to that camera.
Ref going over face-offs to both these guys. Comac already committing 1 face-off. And now as we're back out of the timeout, we're ready to go. And the ball's rolled on. He's kind of rolled it with a stick. And still no one yet to pick this one up. And it will be Comac. Jean Louise finally comes up. To Graybo, jumps to make the catch. Offensive players coming back. Brusca, Pagano, and Cagnanis. Speaking of Owen, he gets the ball now. Right, gives it off, and a turnover. Right in center of the field. Sullivan unable. And now Pagano looking for number 4. Gives it off. Cagnet. Now is going to box out Sullivan. Graybo takes it. Nice teamwork there by Comac. Fishman drives in, fires, and it's good. 4-4. Comac once again responding to a Lindenhurst goal. Not by someone of the name of James Pagano. Under a minute to play. We'll see if either team can jump for the end of this first quarter. Comac will take another face-off. Time not on their side in this first quarter. Down to 40 seconds. It's time, but you don't want to waste too much of it. Cagnatis all the way from the right side of the field to the left. Makes his move. Gives it off. Short shot goes. And a great pass to Fishman. Right place, right. And it's 5-4. A really solid pass there. Nicely as a team in this first quarter. No chance stopping Fishman. And so he's got 2 goals now in under a minute. And Lindenhurst will look to equalize as they get this face off. With 8 seconds. Got to make a quick shot. It sails away. It says there's 1 second left, but not really possible to do anything in this spot. Not a wrap. Comac goes on top, 5-4. We'll be right back for 3 more quarters of exciting action.
Reached the finals of the prestigious Regeneron Science Talent Search, and one of them is a senior at Comac High School. News 12's Kevin Vesey. This is already an incredible honor for this student just to reach this point.
It's incredible, Joe. Just reaching the position really is difficult, and it's an incredible achievement by itself. Really know how to use some of this equipment, much less do the incredible research that these students are doing. And this student from Comac is one of just 40 scholars that were chosen from a pool of kids from all across the country and even from foreign countries, 14 different foreign countries. So selective this is. So this is Comac Hannah Chada. Her research studied brain cells and developed. She found that there is a specific protein that both play an important role in this. Lead to new treatments for conditions like epilepsy. Just incredible. We spoke with her about the importance of those findings.
Myself have made a difference in the field. I think that that's something I continue doing into my future.
And Ashana will present her project in Washington, D.C. this coming spring. She wants to eventually pursue a career in neuroscience. She's pretty well on her way.
And Kevin, she's and has accomplished so much already. We just wish her the best of luck, and pretty cool that Long Island's being represented. All right, thank you for that live report tonight.
So after the first quarter, Comac able to jump on top. Final 12 seconds to go, and it's by Zach Fisherman. He's got the last 2 for Comac. James Pagano's. Comac really looking at that first quarter. We'll see if they can hold on to their lead or if Lindenhurst can have a response. It's been back and forth, an offensive shootout in that first quarter. We'll see what changes, what stays the same. Another little note, both teams second quarter, so Comac going to the right as opposed to the left the last quarter. Lindenhurst will win this face-off. Looking for an early game up, but instead a steal. Daniel Topher out of nowhere. A good opportunity missed there for Comac to go on top by 2. They have not led by more than 1 the whole game. Spodek fire Fishman looking for number 3, and it's blocked. Very nice save. Man, big contact, and there's going to be a penalty. Play will continue. Scavone gets down and right back up. And now another collision. And Scavone coming together. Back at it. Applying the pressure. And with the stick. And so there you see the foul call through. So Lindenhurst now ready to start this possession after the penalty. Still some conversating here between players and coaches and refs. We'll be able to get this game resumed. And now, finally, and only now, are we back to playing. To Murgatroyd. And now Scavone. All the way back to Gorman. Gorman's shot is good! Lindenhurst right back after the penalty. 5 apiece. Up his second. Game is going to be close throughout unless one team can really pull away with the offense. There is the flag now. Continue play. Comac with a good opportunity here. Had another great look and already 2 goals today. Unable to capitalize there to try and put Comac back on top. And now another pause here for this next penalty. And we're ready to resume. Comac just passing it around the perimeter of that goal, looking for trying to look inside, and another shot. That time by Spodek. Bruska gives it off to Fishman. Another shot over the goal. Wide. Back to back to back to back. Shots off target. This time, and his first makes it 6-5. Oh, Jean Louis had it and then he didn't. And Lindenhurst will look to tie this game again. Most of the first quarter was Comac playing catch up, and they had done successfully. So far since then, Lindenhurst has been the team playing catch up. And that pass goes over the head of every. Up in the air. And Comac will come away with it, but not before a whistle. Gorman. That shot does go through. I wasn't sure if it counted or not, but it does. And Al-Azraqi, goal number 1 on the day. And finds his guy inside. Now it's 6-6. Major contact there, and that's going to be a turnover. Lindenhurst will have possession now. Behind the goal is Merger. And denied that. Now Gorman will get another chance. He's going to be looking for Al-Azraqi. Finds him again, and it goes. Just missed it. Had that. Looking for that. It's off to Gorman in the left. And it will be again. Let's see if this time he takes the shot, and it's blocked away. And good goalkeeping by Vlacic. Stop the goal. And now this will be a turnover. We'll get a chance here to jump back on top. There is a penalty, and that's going to stop play. That was a nice behind-the-back shot by Al-Azraqi. It does not count. We'll take a look back on the foul. Just gets pushed there. Sure, trying to get the ball, but it does draw the foul. Story. And they look to jump back on top. His shot goes through. And it's 7-6. Finds him at the 30-yard line and takes a shot. And again, another loose ball on the faceoff. Scavone comes away with it and now racing down the field. Trying to slip free of him. Gives it off to Durande. Durande, 30 to shoot. He's still got time. Try to cross-body throw there. And now takes a shot, but it goes out of line. Another one missed. That's going to turn it over. With a nice defensive stop, we'll see if they can go on top by 2. This would be a great opportunity too. Comac now bringing it down the field. Spodek will give it off. Kagnanis drives in, and that one. Pagano gets knocked out of bounds. It back to continue play. Drives in, finds Comac up by 2. Number 4 for Pagano. Takes it all the way down the field himself. Able to find some space. Why pass it off if you got the shot? And he in this first half. Lindenhurst with some work to do to tie up this game, and they're going to turn it over. Nice defensive play. And now Clark takes it up the middle. Another shot. Fishman will give it off to Voss to start this. 30 seconds now. Fires it in. Over the head. What a shot by Tommy Graybow. And now it's a 3-point game, so Comac pulling ahead. The biggest. Just a perfect into the upper left corner. And it's now 9-6. And Lindenhurst will take this face off. Ball's going to get knocked free. And a whistle blown before Lindenhurst able to come away with it. It is a timeout. First one of this second quarter. 4:07 left. Lindenhurst got to go over some plans on how to get back into this one. Comac to really pull ahead here.
Finally, we take you to Comac High School, where the kickline team returned home to a hero's welcome, and rightfully so. How about this, friends? The ladies won not one, but 2 national championships this past weekend. Way to go, Cougarettes. They were a 4-time champion in one category. They had won it 4 years in a row and won 3 of the last 4 years in the other category. So a lot to be proud of for the Cougar Comac High School.
That's a Trabian as well.
It's going to be one of the most important timeouts for Lindenhurst, giving up 3-6 They got to find a way to work themselves back into this before halftime, and more importantly, before the end of this game. They've taken a lot of shots on goal, pretty equal to Comac. The defense can step up and get a stop for Lindenhurst, and if they can turn that into a goal once or twice, they'll be right back in this one. Ball was loose on the ground at the time of the timeout, so we'll see who gets possession to start it off. Clock now reset to 4. Geno gets shoved away. Comac still looking for another one, and it does go through. Little worm burner finds its way home for Fishman, and that's his third. Even off the deflection. Now a 4-point lead for Comac. A good stop there by Comac, denying a Lindenhurst win on that face-off. And now Palmieri going to bring it straight home, and it's blocked. Really nice save there. Lindenhurst going to try and turn it back from a save to a score, but it goes out of play. Rocky gives it off to his brother. And now Caden. Missed there. I think it was intended for Scavone. Go out of play. Oh, tough spots to get on of sticks on them. McGuffin will begin this possession for Comac. Gives it off on a bounce to Topher. Now Brusk. Brusca had a chance there. Stopped by Ramirez. And now he's got to find someone to give this up to. Called as Pagano tried to take the ball away from the keeper. 2:27 left in this second quarter. Keep it here.
It's just a scrimmage. A rehearsal. High school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in New York. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by NISFA.
Since the last one, Lindenhurst gave up another goal. So maybe another new game plan here. Comac so far 4 goals unanswered. The lead 4. It was 6-6. The teams have been going back and forth. Comac's pulled ahead in this second quarter. Ready to wrap up halftime. We'll see if they can maintain their lead or get back into this one. We still got a whole game to play in that second half. But if you're Lindenhurst, you want to be as close as you can be. Comac's really been pressuring them defensively as well. Just scoring right after they let up a goal. Now Gorman gets free, sends it off to Durande. Hunter yet to have a goal in this one. And his shot is blocked. Dives for the rebound. Gorman going to take it. Gives it off to Murgatroyd. He's going to lose it. Picked right back up. Lost. Scavone and just sloppy ball control right now for Lindenhurst. So far they've been chance for Alizraki. And at a play, it'll be a turnover. Alizraki was looking for Durande, couldn't find. And now Pagano races down the right. Fishman really waiting his time right here. Backed up to the 45. And now Fishman straight away blocked. Ramirez drops down to both knees to make that save. And now Burmeister brings it down the field. Murgatroyd unable to come up with that here. 14 seconds left now in this first half. Clock here in this second quarter. Pagano, last final shot. Instead it's Fishman. Gets blocked off right at the buzzer. Gives up 4. Comac up 4 as we end off this first. One of the things here happening at Comac High School, as I'm sure you've learned by now, there's so much in our community. But an exchange student from Spain named visiting the U.S. to try and learn some English. We're going to let you listen into his story.
My hometown, Malaga, is a city with 700,000 people. It's pretty big for Spain. Water. One of the things that I like the most is that it has a lot of history. It's one of the most ancient cities in Europe. And I'm an exchange student that came here. It's really easy for me to make friends here because I was really surprised the first day I came here. I didn't know anybody. I only knew. I came here on Saturday night and it was at Sunday. I went to the famous bagel place that they have here, and in the parking lot some kids were screaming my name, and I was like, I don't know anybody here. But later on the time I became friends with them. They were the soccer team.
I met Javier the first day at soccer tryouts, and we passion for soccer, and I like Spanish music, so he would help me out and listen to Spanish music together.
It's great to have friends all over the world. Like right now I'm gonna have when I come back to Spain, I have some friends that are gonna come back too in summer to visit me, and I think that that's a cool. The world language department was really, really nice. I was coming here and I was from Spain. They were all excited about a lot of things, like this interview that we are doing right now, and also done a lot of things with me in class, so like I can teach kids Spanish.
También le hacen falta nutrientes porque como la cantidad de comida necesaria, pues carecen de nutrientes.
And the people here is really nice, so I didn't have any. The way I am, like I am good talking to people. Like I think is the way I am too. Place is different to where I live, but
Javi has made me want definitely to visit Spain in the future, and he said that when the World Cup comes to America, watch a game together. It kind of gives you a different perspective of the world. Even though we're over 3,000 miles away from each other, we're different passions and sports and stuff like that.
Family, one of the things that I enjoy the most is that they really like sports. Going to a lot of college sport games. Like we went to March, gone to a lot of football games. Also, we have traveled a lot. We have gone to Washington, Boston, Florida. We have gone to a lot of places. Because they want me to know, to explore the country too, and I think that's really cool. I'm always hanging out with them on the weekends, after class, like every day.
Hola, buenas. Mi nombre es Javier Yebra Casero y esta es una de las mejores experiencias de mi vida.
And so for students here, and also for Javier himself, really just getting cultures, which I think is great. I mean, America of so many different cultures blending together. That's why they call it a real melting pot of a. And for students here, getting a taste of what it's like in Spain, like here in America. Another story that's happened. 1994 Stanley Cup champion Adam Graves came to visit. So let's go check that out.
Privileged to provide this opportunity to meet a National Hockey League star and two-time Adam Graves.
For me, I'm here at the Comic Middle. Buying into the parking lot, you see what a this is, and you can just imagine the impact it's going to have on and kids at the most important time at middle school age, where they're trying to figure out their next steps, high school, university. And I know as a part of me being here today is part of the sports. Introduce kids to the great world of sport and sport means to our community and what it means to these maybe that's a path that they want to take, whether it's on the marketing. And there's so many different sports and what it means to a community. And for me, sport is all about the opportunity it creates and how it brings people together. It's all about creating these life experiences so kids can from whether it's finance or other avenues, say, hey, where are my interests lie, and then make decisions based on that going into university. So for me to come out and just maybe share a little bit about sports, try not to confuse the kids. It's a gift and something that.
Today it was like a great experience to like meet an of the sport, and he really talked about like what we want to like experience about like the IB Learner Pro Trial traits and like being a leader and a communicator and stuff like that.
It's much more important to be a great person than a great hockey player by always being humble, and he learned from greats like Marc Messier. He used an example to Edmonton, and Marc Messier came to pick him up from the airport.
Great to see an NHL legend come to the school and qualities of leadership. Another important quality as you get older, for especially high school students, is financial literacy, being able to truly understand money and all the different ways you can use it. One of the things here we is a Bloomberg Finance Lab. But let's go show you all about that.
Financial literacy is so critically important here in Comac that, as you can see, lab, some of the things that our students are going to be learning this year, our seniors, are things such as credit card debt, mortgages, how to plan for checking accounts, things that they need to be financially literate.
The goal here was Dr. Cox, our superintendent, wanted to create a space for world exposure. So when you think when you graduate in about 4 years, what are my goals? Finance as an opportunity for you. Here in the Bloomberg Finance Lab, we have 30 terminals for students to use, just like we would have in Wall. So students come in, they put on their stocks, buying and selling different stocks, looking at the stock up at the top of this classroom, and doing research on the terminals.
Here at Comac High School, our vision is to help our students make the future. One of the ways that we do that is we have relevant coursework, we have meaningful experience such as field trips, internships, vocational training program, and then all the real life spaces we're starting to create.
I am participating in the Bloomberg Investment Challenge, and this is a very where there are many colleges and different high schools.
Over the course of the 4 years here at CHS, I'm looking forward to learning how to invest my money appropriately and also a little bit about how stocks and finance in general work. As a freshman, I don't have a lot of knowledge about the investment world or really anything about it. It's been great because I've been able to learn so much. I've learned just in general how to invest my money.
We're currently in our Bloomberg lab. We also have our courtroom that we have to give them those authentic learning opportunities. And we have revamped our library to make it a more collaborative space. Cafeteria.
Students, in order for them to connect to future careers, we wanted to create these authentic learning spaces. The Bloomberg on the other side of that wall is our courtroom, but these spaces allow students to take what they're learning and apply it in a real life situation.
Comac up 10-6 as we welcome you back. Just minute 10 left until we resume play. It was 6-6 to start the second quarter. That second quarter, and that's where we stand. Since then, they've really stepped up the defensive and offensive effort. Comac's made some big stops. Lindenhurst is just in that second quarter. I mean, a lot of passes, a lot of opportunities they had, and most of the time it was just a guy not being able to handle a pass or he's had that's led to all these turnovers, and also a penalty or a few mixed in there. For Comac, it's just been nice and easy as we'll resume play for this second half.
It's yellow for a reason. Yellow means caution. It's red for a reason. Red means stop.
Hey girl, what's up? Nothing much.
Never pass a stopped school bus. Don't pass from either direction. It's not just the law.
And players ready to take the field. Jalen and Jean-Louis back out for another faceoff. He's had a day at that. Lost the first two, had a violation on the third, and most of them. And this one will be for who's going to get it. Up B. Still, no one can come away with this. Rolling on the ground, deep in Lindenhurst territory. It will be Comac to come away. Palmieri will give it off. Fishman. Start the second half off right. Fishman behind the goal. Turns around, fires it home. And that's number 4 goals apiece, leading this Comac offense. Rather attack. Waits for the opportunity. And finds the back of the net. Faced off this time, won by Lindenhurst. And the Bulldogs trying to work. Got to find something here that works. Gorman was passing it over to Alzraki, and they got 2 shots from that. One of them went in, one of them didn't. That was here, and that ball sails over the net. Murgatroyd just wide to the left. Alzraki will give it off to Caden Alzraki. Now here's Duran. Up any shots right here. Gorman. Topher. He's got a good shot here. And it's saved by Ramirez. Up in the air and able to come down cleanly with it. Here's a good recovery by Burmeister. Nearly lost it and now shoots it off to the right. Still yet to have a shot on goal in this. They got to start finding shots on target here. And another spin over the net. There it is, off right now. The shot's off left over the net. You got. Here's Murgatroyd. 2 on the day. Alzbrinsky and a nice save. And now a vacant goal. Comac will pick it up. And Palmieri hanging on the ball, dumps it off. Pagano brings it down the field. Grabo gets his shot blocked. And he lost the ball. Grabo. No good. I think I lost where the ball was for a second. Fishman does miss it. Off to the right. Comac another opportunity, and there he is again. He finds it again. Number 12, and it's a 6-point lead for Comac. How about number 5? Earlier in the game for his second goal, and now finds it here for number 5 on the day. Lindenhurst wins. What can they do with this one? Gorman finds Alzrock, and that shot off to the left. Comac really playing a heavy defensive force. At the same time, they're still able to continue to rack up points. It's like prevent defense. And that final, their first since the first quarter of this one. And that one goes through. I believe it was Murgatroyd, and it was. And Ryan, the third player in this game to eclipse. See if Lindenhurst can. Violation. Lindenhurst will take possession without having to. Down the field. 5. Gives it to Alzrock. Alzrocky will. Really getting pushed away. And he's going to lose the ball. Comac takes it back. Really good defensive. And he looks. Lindenhurst going to take it back. And another shot goes through. His first goal of the game, rather. Now 8-12. So it's back to a 4-point lead, which is how we started this third quarter. Lindenhurst has scored 2 and also led up 2. And once again, the faceoff won by Lindenhurst. He's been so consistent, taking these opening opportunities. And now a ball up. Chich comes away with it and gives it off. Spahn will dump it off to Palmieri, who loses the ball. And the Bulldogs will pick this one up. Durande got open field down the middle. He's going to take it. Over the goal. He was really getting the back of his stick hit. Shot off. He's going to have another chance here. See of here. Try and make it a 3-goal game. Gorman. That one no good. That was a really nice pass. It split everybody to get to Scavone. Complete the job. Pass goes through. And this one, they've been waiting on it all. Now seems like the time. And Alzrocky just dumps it in for his. Off. And he got pushed away from it. Maybe not. Another miss, and this time with it. Palmieri going to give it off to. And James will give it off to. Nanis and Grable is going to miss this one. Who's going to... Still loose and now recovered by Voss. Graybo's shot blocked away. Lindenhurst comes up with the rebound and they lose it. Ball still loose and now Fishman, long shot, deflected out of play. And a nice stop by Ramirez. Pagano shakes off one. Ramirez will come away with this one. Now can the... Racing down the field is Grise. Taking it all the way down from the... Point game. Will be called and needed one for Comac. Gorman able to find the goal. Murgatroyd far.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard has led to a lot of firsts for me. It's family to go to school and graduate debt-free. To get to the first day at my career, a job that I can still hold while that job and the home loan benefits I got from my service. And I take pride knowing I will be the first to respond if my... To learn more, visit National Guard.
Lindenhurst now closing in on this Comac. They enter the third quarter down 10-6. Gotten 4 back. Comac now going over. They got to get that defense back that they had so good that in that second quarter. Face-off tipped up in the air, and racing for it is going to be Scavone. He takes it away. Now he got caught up right there and goes to the ground. No penalty called, and now a trip on Palmieri. This is going to be a flag. Fish. 2 flags are actually down, one on both. Brusco will give it off to Keg. Looking about it. Gives it off to Fishman. Spodek off to Pagano. Pagano behind the net. And Grabo tried to turn around and fire one in. Can't find the shot. "13 seconds on the shot clock. Here comes the fire truck. Both flags now being picked up. Comac will have a good opportunity here to score. Fishman there by Ramirez. And he's another guy that's really been able to lock down Comac in this third quarter. That was almost a Hail Mary taken away. A good chance here. Oh, and he lost it. Scavone recovered. Back to a one-goal game. Wow, Comac's deep. Wide open shot. This is where they should have scored it. Scavone unable to come up with it. To Caden Alizlaki. That's his first goal. Shea's got two. And now Caden picks up. Maybe the biggest face-off of this. Once again, won by Lindy. And now Scavone looking for Murgatroyd. Misses it off to the left. This is it now. Make or break. Coming to the end of this third quarter. Lindenhurst really want to tie this game back up at 12. Worked it back from at the most a 6-point deficit. It was 12-6. Now 12-. Gorman. Missed Alizraki. Got to recover the. He does. Now Scavone. Scavone turns and fires. Double. 2v1. And Comac comes up with. And an immediate turnover for the. They have come all the way back down 6. And another defensive slip up. This game is all even. How about that? And he tries to make a pass across the field. And right in space. Both the Alizraki brothers working to tie up this game. Job not over yet. If you're Comac really needed something here just to have the ball. Instead, Lindenhurst again wins the faceoff. And again. That's the 7th. No, it was blocked. One looked like it went through, but it was off the back of the net. From my view here, it looked like it was. Defensive stop by Vlasic. Pagano. There's it home. No. And he's got his 5th. Comac right where they left off now. Just got your stride back. There's nobody in sight of Pagano. Takes a shot. No defending that one. Now a big face-off for Lindenhurst. Valdivas one, and even when he doesn't get a clean one, he still causes a violation. violation. Still gives Lindenhurst the faceoff. And now for the tie. And he just missed it, but Purgatory was right there. Another ball up in the air. Lindenhurst comes away with it. And it goes away. Comac will take over possession. Alazraki had couldn't get it done. And now Vlacic fires one, and there's a nice catch by Voss. Voss takes it down. Now what does Pagano do with 20 seconds left in this third quarter. Again, I'm going to look to put them on top by 2. Getting covered up. There's a foul called. And he gets pushed to the ground. Whistle's blown with 5 seconds left. On to Ronde. Started to get really aggressive. Just holding him by the arm. Well, he ends up being the only one on the ground. Now with 5 seconds, Comac's got to do something really quick here. If not, they're only up 1 going into this fourth quarter. 4 to start. Lead, then let up 5 to, or let. And that's going to end off the third quarter. So, Comac gives up the big lead, but 13 to 12. Keep it here for the fourth quarter.
At Comac High School, we highlight the exceptional contributions of our students and staff through the lens of an IB learner profile trait. This month, we focus on the trait of principled. Today, we will hear from students who have service projects through our community service program and IB Core courses, making a positive impact on Comac and the surrounding areas. This principled actions and a strong commitment to service. And supporting these meaningful work and are inspired by the dedication of causes that matter most to them.
For our service learning project, we helped organize a fundraiser this past summer. We raised Alyssa, who is suffering from lymphoma. We collected from businesses all over Long Island through a fundraising event. And we raised over $20,000 to help cover for medical expenses that she has recently gone into remission. Together, we organize events for Team Alyssa. Our efforts through service learning have made a lasting impact not only on ourselves, but
November, Comac High School held its first ever Cougar Trot. I worked together to coordinate volunteers, plan a route, and come up with fundraising ideas. Partnering with Comac Special Olympic Support together in the spirit of helping and fun. Seeing how our people together and bring awareness to a cause that I care about impacted me greatly. I learned so much from the experience, such as how to effectively collaborate with others.
For our CAST project last year, we helped a troop earn their mental health awareness badge. Through rock painting and a story about maintaining a positive attitude, we were able to teach them about mental health and how to incorporate mindfulness.
What we took away from this project was the importance of teaching younger kids about mental health awareness. In doing so, we are giving them the knowledge of struggling when they are struggling themselves and how to find help. By doing it with them, we guarantee that they are going to remember what they learned about mental wellness and share it with others.
I'm the founder of Harold Suits for Hope, which is a non-profit organization events to raise awareness and funds for suicide prevention and around 13,000.
Quarter underway. Comac a little scare. Tie up this game. But since then, just a few seconds. 12, and that's where we stand right now. Lindenhurst, can they continue the major goal scoring in the second half? Or for Comac, early shot is in. Guess we'll go with the latter. James Pagano. A lot of open. Don't want to leave this guy with an open shot. And Comac, for the first time in a while, is going to... Now they are going to the left in the first quarter. Or rather, in the third quarter. And Pagano looking for... There's a lot of fire trucks going by. Pagano's shot goes over the goal. That's now the second one we've seen. Fishman will start this play. And a nice block goes behind the goal. Ramirez had shut down the Comac offense during most of that third quarter. Now Comac's starting to figure him out again. Looking to go up by 3. Lindenhurst got to step up the defense to try and stay in this one. Don't think you can make another miraculous comeback. Cagnanis, his shot goes wide. Now he's down. God. So we'll see if he stays in this one or not. Looks like he will. I have to see what happened there. Anyway, he's back up, ready to continue play, and so are the rest of these players. Pagano. Another shot misses off to the right. In this first quarter, the only goal so far to Comac, Lindenhurst try and tie up the game as early as they could. Now they got to come back down 2. Fishman got his stick, and that's going to be a turnover. A nice defensive stop by. Now more than ever, they got to have a goal here. Durande's got one. Let's see if he tries another. Be blocked. Blatch has done a nice job getting in front of. Stopped any silly goals from coming across. One guy goes down. Durande picks Now is Rocky. Another shot bounced in front of the net. Saved and a big hit. Scarvone comes away with it. Behind a blind over the head shot. You see the big hit laid out. Back to play and another missed. Scavone will loft it off to Gorman, a guy's name we haven't said in a while. Another shot. That one misses. Dishes this one out. Another shot will bounce away. Again. Taking off a minute and 40 seconds in this possession. Trying to find anything here. Durande now to Gorman. Gorman whips it. And it goes through. His second. Now 13-14. And it's back to a 1-goal game with 8 minutes left. McGuffin trying to put Comac up by 2. Because of that, it looks like we will continue play with Comac ball. That's close to being a push. I'm not sure. I don't believe. Pagano fakes. Here comes our third first responder vehicle. Fishman. Now Cagnan is looking for another shot. Denied. Losing the ball. Now the whistle is called. Now here's a flag. And I think this is a timeout. I could be wrong. No one's going to their sidelines.
That school bus. Yellow means caution. Those flashing lights are red for means stop.
Hey girl, what's up? Nothing much.
Never pass a stopped school bus. It's not just a law. It's a
So most on Comac's side of the field. So I believe it was a foul on Comac. Now it's going to be Alizraki starting this possession for Lindenhurst. And there's referee in the deep left corner. Everyone had their play. So Alizraki gives it off to Murgatroyd. And a turnover there. Now bringing it down the field. Spins through pressure and will give it off. McGuffin gives it off to Fishman. Agnenis looking for a shot. It will roll out. Grable to throw it back. Comac got to be small at the. Cagnanis, deep shot. Ramirez scoops another one. Long way out of the goal. Lifts it and a nice one-hand catch by Alizraki. Now past the goal, dumps it off. And he lost it. That's going to turn the ball over to. I didn't see where it was for a second there. And off goes Pagano to the race. Spodek gives it off to Cagnanis. Now Brusca. Looking for a big insurance goal here, and that ball's going to go away. Can't be having passes like that at a one-point game late in the fourth quarter. Pagano bounces it in front of the net. Spodek recovers. Lindenhurst really looking for a turnover here. Cagnanis waits, makes his move. Now. Trying to do it himself again. And he gets it through. James Pagano. Of Comac's entire score, and you see the frustration really working to cover him. Played 30 seconds of, and then Pagano makes a nice shot. Puts the Cougars back up by 2, and now the Bulldogs trying to respond. And they've got to do it quickly. It's a perfect way to do it. There it is, an almost immediate response. He's got his 4th goal. They've come across for them. A win on the faceoff. Things to come. Valdivia has just been unbeatable in the face. He's lined up right back there again. Popped up in the Hurst. Now is the time to tie up this game. Rocky behind the net. Got a lot of options. He gives it to Gorman. Gorman backs off. Now gives it off to Murgatroyd. Tie. Yes! With 3:04 to go. 2 goals by Ryan. Ties this game up. Lindenhurst just continuing to fight. It's never over until it's over. And gets that one to go through. It's up to Valdivia now. Top. They have not led since the first quarter. And a mistake that time is going to give the ball. Valdivia has been as that one just costed them. Big opportunity here for Comac. 2:50 to play. It's going to come down to Pagano. Crossbody, it goes through. And the Cougars lead 16. Number 8. Half the goals now for the Cougars. All and spins, fires that shot while driving away from the net. How about that? Lindenhurst will look to equalize. And they do call the whistle. That's going to be a turnover on the foul by Lindenhurst. Over aggressive, trying to tie up the game. And now with 2:35 is Pagano's goal, the dagger. He's got it again. Now Comac just taking time off the clock. They've got 30 more seconds they can burn. Lewis out, 1:30 left. Insurance goal would be important here. Pagano gets it saved. Steps up there, and he's really stepped up in this later half of the. And now for Lindenhurst, the chance. First, the timeout called. 1:41 left to stop that run. Lindenhurst, one shot for them to tie up this game or to give Comac the win. Keep it here for the final 1:41.
Birthday, Max. Here to show you 4 easy ways to stay safe online. Come on. We can secure our world. Words make them strong. Use a password. You belong, but don't just use a password. Get a text or a code on your phone. MFA really works. We can secure our world. When it's time to update an app, don't you hesitate. Just like that. Watch out for offers too good to be true. What? It's probably someone trying to take advantage of you. Hey, that's phishing. Let's report it. Install updates, make better passwords. Think before you click. Use multiple factors. That's how we. Learn more at CISA.gov/secure our world.
Now this is what it all comes down to. 5 left. Lindenhurst has the drew up a winning play, or at least tie. I think there's some sort of overtime they do here to decide a winner if that's what this game comes to. Goal game. Ball in the hands of Murgatroyd. And he fires it behind the goal. 50 seconds to shoot, more than that left on the clock. So this is not the last possession of the game. Comac really trying to put on as much defensive pressure as they can. Shot. Gorman. Alizraki. Entering the final minute of play. High pass and blocked away. Comac just stuffed him up. Durande. And it goes past. 15 seconds to shoot. Could be it. Whoever wins this game will have, does not win, will have their record under 500. Alizraki missed it. Comac's going to take it away. Still on the ground. Who's going to come up with the ball? It's a fight for it. Comac takes possession. 35 seconds left.
A game without a crowd is just a performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to in New York. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or message presented by NISPA.
Now, final meeting by Lindenhurst. Really could have used the goal on that last possession, but Comac comes up big with the stop. Goal number 16 in the 8th put them on top. 16-15. Comac with possession of the ball. They take it over on a major scrum for it. With under a minute left, there was just a pile of bodies going for the ball. Rise. And maybe ball unable to. Comac comes away with it. Has got one goal in mind right now, and it's get the ball. Again, is going to start this off to Daniel Topher. 35. Comac just looking to keep on the ball. There's going to be a turnover. Great defense by Lindenhurst. And that's exactly how they wanted it to happen. Now, clock will start now. It's off to Durante. This is got to make a shot. Just missed it. 7 point. Here we are. Off. Does not go in. And Comac hangs on. 16-15. The comeback. And a last great block by Justin Vlacic wins them this game. All this sports season, Comac hangs on